so let me do this really quick. Hold on. Ooh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna do this real quick before this person tries to call me back. So here is the finished wig. I'm pretty sure I told you guys a whole lot of information about what happened with this in the voiceover that I currently haven't done yet, but I will do. So I know I'm going to talk about this in the voiceover. So you're going to hear it before you actually get to this part of the video. But yes, this hair has been bleached twice. You guys, I guess that means I have to edit the video first. All right, so I'm in the video before this one. You see the hair. It was given to me by my girlfriend. I restored it in the original color, and then I decided, yeah, I don't like dark hair, period. I feel really washed out. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. It ain't my twist. And ever since I realized, nah, ever since I started wearing weave back at, you know, 19, 20, whatever age I was, blonde's been where it's at. So, yeah, like I said, I bleached it twice, and then I toned it to an ash blonde color, which I know some people would say this is an ash blonde, but actually it is an ash blonde. It's the lightest shade of ash blonde. I was gonna go over it with the ash blonde dye, but I opted against it because honestly, the colors that it showed on the box for how the color is supposed to turn out is pretty much exactly what it looks like. And it is a, this isn't really, I don't know what you call this because I'm not a hair professional. I wouldn't necessarily call this an ombre effect, but it definitely goes from dark in the roots, and you can see the all of the beautiful little transitions all the way down into the lightest blondes. And it's just so pretty. And then in the back, it's a little darker because I just, for some reason, like that transition of the dark in the back to the light on the top. Don't ask me how many inches this is. Like I said, somebody gave it to me. I have no idea. I went to the hair store and I found these bands. We had the regular bands, you know, the regular elastic bands everybody uses. But when I went to this dollar store, they had this band, and I'll link it down below. And it's just a regular stretch band, but it's way thinner than the usual band. So I opted to go ahead and try this. And maybe I'll show you guys that later because I really don't feel like running to the living room to get the box for that. I'll just link it down in the description box. And I'm gonna actually attempt to get them for my store. So you can go right to crownessence.com and get those there. Don't go right now because clearly they're not there yet, but I'll be working to get that on the site as well and offer it. I'll be doing a like a wig kit, basically. Wig starter kit, wig kit, everything you need to build a wig. So yeah, let me get to it. I braided my hair back, simple braids. I don't know if you can see it. It's just, I have 2 anchor braids going this way, and then I have 2 braids going this way, and then I have a braid going here that connects to the anchor braid. And then because my braids aren't, you know, all over the place, I just use some netting to give me some extra room to attach my wig to on top of the band. So if you're asking why do I think this is common sense. Matter of fact, me and my girlfriend were talking about it earlier today about how girls, you see them in videos and I don't know if they're just leaving stuff out, but you see them put the band on and then they stick it in their hand and they're like, oh, we're good to go. And it's like, honey, band, back a wig. How you keeping the back of your wig down if you just throwing on a band and you just going? So if you do this, the whole thing gonna come forward? I don't understand. I don't understand how you're holding your waist down. I don't understand. I don't understand. But this band is just a little tight. Now I know not everybody does theirs this way. I make mine a little snug and okay, awesome. I'm recording. Thank you.
Is it that time yet?
No, not yet. In a couple minutes.
But my YouTube is not even working.
Okay, I had to pause that because the moment I said I'm recording, he decided he wanted to talk to me. So, yeah, I make my bands snugger because I like to have a nice, completely flat fit immediately of my loose closure or my frontal on the front. Now, the reason why I decided to use this one too, because with that other band, when I do that for like periodically until the band stretches out, I get headaches. And I'll be sitting there like, why is my head hurting? And I'll be like, oh, you gotta push the wig back. So I don't know if this one's gonna do this. This one's probably tighter than I usually make my bands, but I felt like it might be more prone to stretching than the other bands. So let's just put this baby on and sew it down, and yeah. Okay, so I've got the whole thing sewn down around the perimeter in certain spots, and it is very secure. Look at that. It's not going anywhere. Edges aren't pulling. Hair is neatly braided up. I'm going to go and cut the ends because, like I said, this hair was bleached twice and the ends are always the first things to get damaged. And while they are, I don't know if you can see them. Well, they probably don't look like anything right now because they're curled. But I just feel like if I cut maybe this much off of them, that it will really help as far as just looking like, I mean, think about it. If this was my natural hair, I would want my ends to all look full, not these little scraggly pieces here. So I'm gonna cut those pieces, but let me step back so you guys can see. Hopefully you can see. So this is the hair after it's been crimped. FYI, I will never do that crimp shit again, ever. Like, hold on. If you're one of those people that complain about hairdressers' prices, let me just tell you, honey, this is day number 2 and it is like 9 o'clock and I've been working with this thing again since 11 o'clock with the reconditioning and all that stuff. When I say just doing these little crimp things that aren't even gonna last because this is straight hair and is not gonna hold that much of a curl for that long, that took me about a good 3.5 hours. I mean, between being interrupted and all that stuff, like if I would just go straight through, it would have taken me at least an hour and some change. And that was just curling it. So for all you people that talk about, oh, hairdressers, you charging too much money, you're bugging. Cause this, when I start customizing wigs and things of that sort, I don't think that y'all gonna get this from me. Y'all gonna get the creation of the unit, and whatever style you decide to do with it at that point is what you decide to do. I'm not a hairstylist, I just know how to make wigs. So, and I prefer my pieces in units. For those people that are like me, that prefer to wear their bundles in units so that they have the ability to take them off and put them on as they please, I will be offering wig making services. If you're interested, you can contact me with the link in the bio at, what is my link in the bio? I don't know, but it's going to be down in the description box. In fact, I might just make a whole separate email just for you guys that want wigs to contact me. Because right now, that's not a service that's being offered on my store. That's just something that I decided that I was going to do for those people, because I know there are people out there that will prefer to get their bundles and be able to put them right on their head. So yeah, if you don't know already, my name is Essence. Welcome to Crown Life Chronicles. Ha, ha, ha. If you're here, that means you're a crownie. And if you're not a crownie, that means you're going to be. So welcome. You just watched me... I don't even know what to call it. You just watched me mermaid it up, I guess. And yeah, this is my finished ash blonde wig. Let's see how it happens when I sleep with it. I don't know. I'm just so happy to be back being a blonde, guys. Y'all don't even know. And on that note, time to go. Boo! Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give me a like and a follow. Leave any comments and suggestions down in the comment section. And I will talk to you guys later.